Okay, be honest. Raise your hand if you've ever had a plan, a beautiful plan, and then life showed up, laughed in your face, and set that plan on fire. My hand is so high right now. I once had a brilliant business idea to sell pre-toasted bread. You know, for people who are too busy to use a toaster. I called it loafing around. I invested $50 in a bread slicing knife and a second-hand toaster. My first customer? Myself. And I gave myself food poisoning. Setback. But today, we're not talking about my questionable culinary skills. We're talking about the universal experience of the setback, and more importantly, the science and the comedy of making a comeback. Because a comeback isn't about being superhuman. It's about being strategically, stubbornly human. We've all been in what I call the suck zone, that lovely period after a failure where your brain helpfully replays your mistake on a loop, accompanied by a choir of internal critics singing, "You're a failure." But here's the professional, slightly nerdy explanation. Your brain is actually in a threat state. A setback triggers the same primal circuitry as seeing a saber-toothed tiger. It's fight, flight, or freeze. So if your first instinct after a failure is to eat a whole tub of ice cream and binge watch a reality show about people baking cakes, congratulations, you're a normal human. You're fleeing the tiger. The problem isn't the feeling. The problem is when we get stuck there. We build a little nest in the suck zone, decorate it with our regrets, and decide to live there. And that, my friends, is where we need to introduce the comeback. It's not a magical lightning strike moment. It's a process. And it starts with something utterly ridiculous, giving yourself permission to be a clown. Think about it. My loafing around venture was objectively hilarious. The first step to my comeback wasn't a grand business plan. It was being able to laugh at myself. Humor defangs the failure. It takes the power away from that imaginary choir and turns the volume down. So, step 1, find the funny. What's the most absurd part of your failure? Latch onto that. After the toast incident, I didn't just give up. I analyzed the data. The data was my charred, inedible bread. The pivot? I realized my passion wasn't toast. It was not giving people food poisoning. So I pivoted to making videos. The core skill creativity stayed, but the application changed. A setback is just data. It's life giving you feedback. Your job is not to cry over the data. It's to analyze it and ask, what is this trying to teach me? What can I do differently? This isn't positive thinking. This is productive thinking. After a big failure, the thought of a giant comeback is exhausting. So don't. Your only job is to move 1 inch forward. Did your project get rejected? The 1 inch move is just opening a new document and writing 1 sentence. Got turned down for a date? The 1 inch move is just saying hi to 1 new person. Momentum isn't built with giant leaps. It's built with tiny, consistent, almost imperceptible shuffles forward. 1 inch today, another inch tomorrow. Before you know it, you've walked a mile out of the suck zone. So, to recap, your setback is not a verdict, it's a plot twist. Laugh at the absurdity, mine it for data, and pivot. And then, just focus on moving 1 single inch. That burnt toast failure taught me more about resilience, humor, and myself than any success ever could. It was the necessary disaster that led me right here, talking to you. So I want to know, what's your comeback story? Or what setback are you currently dealing with? Share it in the comments below. Maybe you'll find the funny in it together. And if this video helped you even 1 inch, do me a solid and hit that like button and subscribe for more ways to win at being human. Remember, the greatest comebacks often start with the most ridiculous failures. Now, go get your inch. I'll see you in the next one.